speaker, talking facts. I am live tonight, well, at 3 some in the morning. Uh, Unfortunately, I've been having problems with my allergies, so my live was delayed, but there's a reason for everything, as I always say. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like, subscribe, share, notification bell if you're rocking with me. Anything that I discuss on this channel is for educational, entertainment, fair use, research, and allegedly. And I also have the copyright disclaimer in my description about my channel where we speak facts, but we have to be protected and say allegedly. So everything that I say going forward will be allegedly, even though the date of deaths and so forth and many other things may be true. But I did make a live yesterday, I think it was, that you have to be careful out here on YouTube because you never know who is who. And that I had picked up on something. Well, I seen the night where I'm not by myself. So with that being said, I've told y'all I've always been able to pick up on energy. I've told y'all that all my life I have. And, I picked up on it, man. And it's it makes sense now because the things that I found, it 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 don't even make sense. It just like, it's crazy how wrapped up this industry and these people get sucked up into this industry that's demonic. But see, this stuff is so deep and it goes way back to the 1700s with Mr. Weisenhower with this Freemasonry stuff and the Illuminati and all that. That's what he was about. And he want the people to put out information and make people go in circles and stuff. I don't get why nobody would even like that kind of stuff, but that goes to show you where people's minds be at, because that's not something my mind would even want. Or why would you want to do people like that? Make them make old mystery, but they like folklores and all this Greek mythology. But in regards to Memphis, the cursed city, where the late young Dolph, on November 17, 2021, at the age of 36, met his demise. Well, there's been footage showing 3 guys doing a robbery or something at Makita's Homemade Butter Cookies. And I don't understand how they got that footage, but the footage on the day that Dolph was allegedly meeting his demise, it ain't no footage on the inside, or the police, which is known to be crooked. They're not gonna release it. You got, and he was a part of Empire as well. We got Slim 400. He was a part of Empire. He passed at the age of 33 in Inglewood, California, on December the 8th, 2021. Exactly 2 years after Dolph's cousin, Juice WRLD. And he allegedly passed over overdose of fentanyl, which is old time favorite, you know. And you got all these artists, Empire. You got the late Mo 3 on November the 11th, 2020, out of Dallas, Texas. Met his demise. He's with Empire. You got King Von, November the 6th, 2020, from Chicago, but in Atlanta, conveniently. He passed away on November the 6th. So, he's from Empire as well. And you got Nipsey Hussle. He died on March 31st, 2019. Look at them threes. They love them. Threes and sixes and nines, they all over, baby. Because if you go from, got Dolph age, there's 36, there's the 3. November 17th, 2021, and then Mo 3 was 11/11/2020. That's, you take 11 from 17, and that gives you 6. Okay, there you go. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then they like 6 too. Just like they like 9. Okay? You got King Von on November the 6th. And as I told you, Nipsey Hussle got all those 3s. Then Slim 400 at the age of 33. Like I say, 3s just everywhere. Like, it's so many 3s, I don't even want to mention 3s no more because there's so many of them. But this is the news that I've been wanting to show y'all. Why y'all is, if these people don't get it by now, there's something that's going on, because you got a whole blogger up there in Memphis that went to jail because he must be on to something, and he on to it, and they want him to get back. So that lets you know, I've told you about the pyramid that was cursed, that is now the Bass Pro Mega Center by the Mississippi River and by downtown Memphis. That is cursed because of the developers that's been linked back to the ancient Egyptians and their Freemasonry. Okay? And I showed you the highways in pyramid forms when you look at them from up above, from the satellite looking down. But, you know, on that same day that young Dolph met his demise in the cursed city of Memphis, Tennessee, it was the birthday of a guy by the name of Jeffrey Buckley. And Jeffrey Buckley's birthday was the day that young Dolph passed away, November the 17th. Now, Jeffrey Scott Buckley, and he was also named, known as Scott Moorhead. He was an American singer, songwriter, guitarist. He was born November 17th, 1966, in Anaheim, California. passed away May 29th, 1997 in Memphis, Tennessee at the age of 30 years old. There you go with those threes. And those sixes when he was born. His parents were Tim Buckley, who was also into music. His mother was Mary Gubert, and she was into music as well. Well, Jeffrey Scott Buckley mysteriously drowns after he has moved to Memphis because he has lived in California, he has lived in New York, he has traveled, and he did that a lot, being that his mother is the one that raised him. And they moved a lot. Well, one night, one report says he was waiting on the band. He decided to go swimming in Wolf River, which is a little river off of Mississippi River, where the pyramid is down there. Okay? And he goes swimming. He decided he gonna go swimming fully clothed. And some kind of way, he drifts off. And nobody hears from him. And 6 days later, there you go with that 6. We got the American Queen riverboat that found him 6 days later. Yeah, there's 6. Then we got another report where it says his band members say they were out there passing time, and that Jeff decided to go out of nowhere. He decided to go, he said he was going to go on a swim, fully clothed, and that he drifted off listening to Led Zeppelin as he floated out in the water. Now, the band member says he called out but never heard from Jeff. And then 6 days later, this American Queen riverboat found him floating. So we got 2 different stories. But the one with Led Zeppelin, see, that's a heavy metal band. And he was off into that because his band group was called Gods and Monsters. Like, it was really, really wow. And, his father passed away. He only got to meet him one time. His father died from alleged overdose. His name was Tim Buckley, and he was a psychedelic, guitar, heavy metal rap, rock star, guitarist and all that. And he passed away, and he only got to meet him one time, and they didn't get to talk because his dad was in his office. But it's just very odd that Jeffrey once said that he felt like his dad sacrificed himself for him. And so he figured he could do the same. Now, that's really weird. And it's weird that he would out of nowhere go from New York to Memphis. That New York is real fast and Memphis is slow compared to New York. But this guy, as I've told you, mysteriously drowned. And on the 6th day, he was found. And he was 30 years old. And that same day, that young Dolph passed away in Memphis, Tennessee, was his birthday. I've told you they like to play mysterious games. Every day is a chosen day. And how coincidental is it going to be that this guy that has ties to the cult and Elizabeth Fraser, who was heavily into the cult, and he actually did a song with her, and she's known for singing, telling you she can give you your crown, basically, and you selling your soul, you know. And so, hey, you put all this stuff together. This stuff is crazy, man. It's crazy. And for anybody to get caught up in some stuff like this, something got to be wrong with them because, nothing about it is interesting to me. It's very, like, stupid. Like, I don't understand why nobody want to go and got to be a part of some anyway like that. Especially them fraternities. I never understood if they know they hazing, why the college won't make them leave. I used to ask my parents that all the time. And, it makes sense now. They all in together. So ain't nobody going to be solving nothing. If they do, these people got people in all places. As I told you, they got lodges for every profession. So whenever they need, whatever they need, there you go. Hey, everybody's in place. It's been said that when these people do these sacrifices that they, that's graduating to another level of Freemasonry, you know, and they got this other world, you know what I'm saying, man? And I guess, in a way, they going on to this other world and they leaving their family behind. And I don't know how it go. Me myself, I wouldn't be wrapped up in it. It's demonic, and that is the problem now because we got all these pagan days, and people have been doing them for so long, and these pagan gods and pagan days and pagan this, and people don't know their true history. It is why the world is wicked now. They can find everything else, but it's, I got a video now I can show you guys where, even people that have been preaching for 40 years, professors and such, states that the story about Jesus Christ don't go because people never notice that they don't talk about God. It's always Jesus Christ when it comes to religion, you know. And I didn't I didn't understand why it was a problem as a kid if everybody believed in God. But see, we got this middleman, and that's pagan. It's pagan because you don't know what day he was born on. You made up this holiday when actuality it's a day to get revenue before the end of the year. And then they turn around and play on you, act like they getting you some. I think just took your money in December. And January you file your taxes and then you might get some back and you might have to pay or whatever. But either way, man, you know, Weisenhower and his partners, the real gangsters around this motherfucker. They can talk about melanin people, black people, African American, whatever they want to say. But they the real motherfucking gangsters, man. They will kill their own people to prove an agenda. This man mysteriously drowns. How convenient. After you've been dancing with the devil, Elizabeth Fraser. And she heavily into the cult, known to sing songs and whatever song she sings, stuff she say, it happened on them days and all that. Man, it's crazy. And then, We got they infiltrated into YouTube to see if they got their own people out here or just what the case may be. You know what I mean? Because like I say, they got they got it sold up, man. It's they be in plain sight and people don't even see them. You know, and it's all about a mysterious game. And, MTV even got a lodge in plain sight. But you be looking at this and don't know what you're looking at, and your eyes are wide shut. And so, you know, wising up wanted it where they they give you enough to make you be mysterious and go chaotic or in the circles as they call it, and then the calmness of it. It's crazy. But yeah, same day, the Dolph, the age of 36, November 17, 2021, in Memphis, Tennessee, met his demise, allegedly. Jeffrey Scott Buckley, also known as Scott Moorhead, an American singer, songwriter, and guitarist. That was his birthday, November 17th, 1966, out of Anaheim, California. There you go with those sixes. And there you go with Young Dolph. He was 36. And there you go, a 3 and a 6. And, how coincident you going to get Young Dolph, who was just putting up stuff about Illuminati and the triangles with his eye going through it, red, and all this, and he ain't never done nothing like this. And they got this other world they believe in, and it's been said that Drake and Kanye West was in town in Memphis. So my heart goes out to the blogger True Results in Memphis, because he's within close proximity, and he was gonna see something that he shouldn't see, and so they will do this type of stuff. I've known a lot of suburbs where they're prominently white, and the police will put drugs on you and stuff. Man. So, hey, it's a wicked world. You got to watch everybody, and you're not supposed to be scared of the police, because they supposed to be here to serve and protect the people, but they really ain't. Like, your government, nobody never thinks, who the hell is you telling me I need to be governed? You ain't my damn daddy. But that's what govern means. And, this stuff is really deep with Young Dolph. And that's why they got their people out here. Because they is really trying to throw you off. They really trying to throw you off. But I've shared all the ties and artists. I mean, it's crazy that all these artists that from Empire, like, I guess that's his way of showing, the owner of Empire, of showing his dedication to the industry or something. I don't know, by taking out all these melanin men. But from 2020 to now, we have lost 200 plus melanin men in the music industry. And that is sad, because it just goes to show you just how serious this stuff is. You got XXX, before he passes, saying that, it's a month before, that if he dies or he sacrificed, he just want to make sure that he's gotten out to the kids and this and that and all that. And then next thing you know, a month later, he gets shot in the throat. Multiple gunshot wounds to the throat. while looking for a motorcycle. Now this is, this stuff is crazy, man. But I don't put it all out there to you. All you gotta do is refer back to my different videos, and it will recap on what I talked about prior up to now. And you will see that this is a mystery like they want it. And that, you know, they got people in all places. So when you all over the board, ain't no room for nobody else, baby. If you see somebody now, the people they gonna get, it's gonna be people that you will never think that is going along with this because they are part of what they doing. Freemasons. You don't know. They grandpa could have been a Freemason. They mama, well, not their mama, but their mama could be off into fraternity, or the father could be a Freemason or whatever, or off into fraternity. So you just gotta watch who you deal with out here, because you don't never know who is who. But I know one thing about me. I'm not into none of that. I don't believe in that. I believe in the most highest creator of all. I ain't never seen him. Don't know if it's he, she, or what it is. But whatever it is, that's what I believe in. Whoever the creator, uh, of man and woman. That's who I believe in. But yes, this is the Big Speaker Talking Facts, bringing you the seal of the deal on a young Dolph demise on November 17th, 2021 at Mercator's Homemade Butter Cookies in Memphis, Tennessee. Right down the street from Bass Pro Mega Center. And the pyramid is named the Cursed Pyramid because the developers were linked to a cult of symbolism and rituals and so forth. And the highways in pyramid form. We got the mysterious deaths on the same day that young Dolph met his demise of Mr. Jeff Buckley, also known as Scott Moorhead. That was his birthday, November the 17th, 1966. There you go. And, all the other, Lord. Me and I've told you about, I just can't do these, all these deaths. I just can't. Like, I like covering by other stuff that where you learning stuff and all that. This too many deaths for me. That's why I don't. I really don't like covering by deaths at all. Especially at this rate that they're doing. Look at the rate of, and then all these old gangs and all that, and then you got people out there on YouTube trying to see who is who and all that, and what and all that. That shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, man. But these people's off into this shit. Now it is known that witches and satanic and all this whole Satanism and voodoo and all this stuff. That's the growing thing right now. And when they do this reset, these Christians, they heart gonna be broke, because they basically revealing it to them that we've been lying to you, we trick your ass. And I just thank God that I've always had an open mind, and I'm able to think outside the box, and I know my energy levels, and I know when bad vibes. I don't know, man. It's something unexplainable. All my life I've been able to pick up on things. I have dreamt, you know, my kid's father's death. You know, um, I've done a lot of things, uh, but I just always get told something, or I pick up on something, and you know, I ain't with this, man. With this, all these old games out here on YouTube. You know, I'm here to spread the word because people need to come together and realize who the real gangsters is around this motherfucker, and stop thinking it's black on black like they want you to believe, and stop thinking that everybody is African American, because African and a person that's from America that's of melanin do not look the same. And anybody that say they do, they a damn lie. Cause the African head bigger, the men's butts be big, you know, all type of stuff. Look at their feet, the women feet and hands, and the men's feet and hands. You can definitely tell someone from Africa than someone from America. Now you may have some ancestors that may be from Africa, but the way them slaves was messing with the plantation owners and all that, shit. Hey, everything's a trick. That's all I can tell you. Everything you looking at ain't what it seems. That's the way they like playing the trickery. You think all them prominent families that you don't know about, and you thank them for paying your bills every 30 days and going to work every day for somebody else, and you ain't gonna never own that company. You thank them for giving you your American government to govern you and tell you what to do like they your damn parents, and it got everybody minding them more than they do their own damn parents. They being more obedient to great old America, the land of the free and great. Shit, the land of lies. Where your 40 acres and your damn mule? You ain't got it, do you? Don't be a fool. A wise man will learn, a fool never will. And in order to be found, you must first be lost. So, let this video be the reason why you're no longer lost. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything that I have talked about with you guys on any of these videos in the comment section, and anything else that you want to talk about. I got my email. You can follow me on Instagram. You can hit me up in the DM. Whichever, you got something you want to talk about, you can remain anonymous. But I'm going to need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this. Mr. Jeffrey Scott Buckley's birthday was the same day as young Dolph's demise. And just like good old Memphis, known to be the cursed city, Mr. Buckley mysteriously drowned in the Wolf River off of the Mississippi River down the street from that old pyramid that's cursed. No business could make it. But old Big Bass Pro came in, on June the 30th. I think that was 2010, and bought it. And things have been good thus far. But that's not just no place that you want to go. I've been there before, and you ain't missing nothing. If you ain't been, you ain't missing nothing. It ain't nowhere to go. It's very dangerous. And so y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything that I've discussed with you. And I apologize for anyone that was waiting on my live at that time, but my allergies are just too out of control. But I do appreciate all of my subscribers, the new, the old, the watchers, the haters, the whoever's, and all that. The robots, yeah, they got them on here too, in case y'all don't know that. They'll pop. They got accounts. They even got their own channels, child. That's why I say, shit, this stuff deep, man. If you expose some of this stuff, it'll blow people's mind. They can't take it. you know. But hey, it is what it is. R.I.P. to all the fallen men out there that fell into the prey of the old music industry. It's the Big Speaker talking facts. If you ain't already hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell, go ahead and do so. So each time I come with news you can use, you will know. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I'm out. Y'all stay safe.